Are you looking to increase your sales this holiday season? Then you're going to want to stick around for today's episode where we're going to talk about the 3 things that you should be doing to help increase your sales without having to spend any money out of your pocket on marketing. Let's jump into the show. All right, so 'tis the season. Welcome to all of those tuning in, both live and on the replay. If this is your first time joining, welcome. I'm Ed Troxel, and this is Ed Talk TV, Conversations Worth Having. We talk about business, usually tech as well, because tech, let's face it, these days always has to do with business. And we talk about marketing without having to use paid ads. So today, we're going to talk about how you can increase your sales for this holiday season, because what do we have going on like day after tomorrow? And even more importantly, what do we have the day after that? You tell me, even if you're watching the replay. What I wanted to do, though, today is help all of you know 3 things that you can do right now to help increase your sales without having to spend a dime on marketing. Does that sound good? Let me know. Tell me down below. So if this is your first time joining, welcome. Tell me how you found me. I'm going to show you my screen first. Before we even jump into all the goods, let me just share my screen with you. So then that way we can see what's the first thing we do. Or let me back up, because I like to give you guys all the things up front. So let's back up. Let's put on our customer hats, right? Let's take off of our business hat for a second. Let's put on our customer hat. We are the customer. We are looking for something. In this example, we're going to use my example from last night, which is dog food. So in this example, we're looking for dog food. We're the customer going to find new dog food. What is the first thing that you're going to do? You tell me in the comments, even if you're watching the replay. I'm going to give you a second to type that in, because I want you to really think about this. What is the first thing that you're going to do when you're searching for dog food? Now, I'll give you a little story while you're typing in why we're talking about this, because yesterday / the day before, I read an article about a warning from the FDA about grain-free dog food. And for those who don't know, I have 2 big dogs, and I've been feeding them grain-free dog food because I get it at Costco, and I thought it was a good brand, and I thought it was good food and a good price. Well, it turns out it's not a good thing. There's so many different things for and against it, whatever. But at the end of the day, it just comes down to, hey, Mary, welcome. It just comes down to the fact that I needed to switch dog food. So I thought, okay, cool. I'm going to go see what's out there. And I love to research. So I went and I started doing my research. And can you guess where I went first? Can you guess the first place I went? It actually might surprise you, because it surprised me, because of the fact that it's probably not the one that you're thinking of. I know I'm beating around the bush there. But Mary says Black Friday, is coming up. And then we have Shop Small, which is Small Business Saturday, which I'm very, very excited about. There's going to be some big, big news, hopefully, on Small Business Saturday for you guys. I've been working really hard behind the scenes here, which is why I haven't been as active online, because of the things I've been building for you. So when it comes to the example we're talking about, buying dog food. We're the customer. We're going to buy dog food. What's the first thing we usually do? Well, let's take a look. I'm going to share my screen with you. We go to Google, right? Now, this isn't the first place I went to, but this is typically the first place most people would go to. Or what's another one that people would go to? Amazon. However, here's the kicker. This was not the first place I actually searched for dog food. Funny enough, I went to Chewy.com. Why? Because my family buys from Chewy.com, and they're geared towards pets. They're basically, in my mind, they're the Amazon for pets, right? So I went here first to do my research. Then I checked prices on Amazon. And then I went over to the next thing I'm going to tell you. But before we get there, I want to point out a couple things. I have 4 tabs open here. Let's put our business hat back on because we need to think about what our customers are doing. How are they finding us? Because before they actually contact us, they're doing their research. And their research involves Google, Amazon, maybe Chewy, or something very specific, right? And then I left up Facebook. Why did I add Facebook in here? Anybody want to tell me, even if you're watching the replay, why did I add Facebook into the mix? These are the 4/3 places. We'll say 3 because Chewy is not always going to be in your categories. So we'll say the 3 are Google, Amazon, and Facebook. But why do you think that those are the 3 places that we go to first? It's because they've been ingrained in us, right? I mean, think about it. Everything we come up with in our head, we're like, oh, we're going to Google that. Unless, of course, you're around me, then you're going to say, hey, I'm going to ask Ed. But you're going to Google it, or you're going to go to Amazon, right? They remove the friction from whatever it is we're trying to do. They make it so easy, which is why it works and why we are attached to them. And so when it came to looking up dog food, I did my research. I almost bought, get this, I almost bought from Chewy.com. Almost. They almost had my sale. Then I swapped over to Amazon just to see the pricing. And I was in Amazon. They had the same price and they had a little bit of a discount, and I was starting to add it to my cart. And then I stopped. I stopped because I wanted to see if the one local feed store that came to mind, which I always think of them just as farm stuff, but they have dog stuff, which I'm going to show you in a second. What's interesting is I stopped and I looked up their website, because again, this was late at night, so their offices are closed. There's no one to answer the phone. So I went on their website to look up to see if they had the exact brand I was looking for. They did. Now, in their situation, they didn't have prices. So again, I'm going to get to the 3 things that you can do here to increase your sales. We haven't got there yet. I got to set the tone here. But what they did have on their website was the brand listed and a clear call to action to call them. Now, again, it was after business hours, so I had to tell myself it's not an emergency. I can wait till tomorrow, which was today. And I did. I called them when they opened. I asked them what the price was on the bag and how big the bag was. Get this. This is the beauty. And this is what your research can do for you. It can save you time, and it can save you money, and it can put money back into your pocket, the business owner, or if you're the customer, put it back into your community through shopping locally. They had the exact same bag for the exact same price at the store down the street, and all I had to do was go pick it up. And there was no hassle in picking it up. Get this. I also got 5% off for being one of the loyalty members, like signing up for the new loyalty card. So that blew me away, which is why I wanted to do this live. Now, also take a look at this. So when I was at the store, I wanted to do a live, but you know, me on the go, I want to make sure that I can be here with you guys. But check this out. Who knew? Because I didn't. Look at this. This is a quick short video. Look how long this aisle is. This is the whole wall, and I didn't even get the beginning part. Look at all that. That's all dog food. All of that is dog food. Now, I was just blown away by that, as you can tell. And for me, that's like overwhelm, right? Because I'm not the dog food expert. I need to know what's good for my dog and just buy it. And I did a little research because that's what I like to do. And then I was able to check out and talk to the lady at the checkout, and she was saying, yep, that's what she feeds her dog. And it just made me feel even better because I got to talk to a real person locally who helped me confirm that this was the right purchase, right? Instead of just click, ship, buy from Amazon or Chewy or whatever it is. So fast forward to what you can do as the business owner to start increasing your sales for the holiday season without having to pay for ads or put extra money out there for marketing. Are you ready? Are you ready for this? I hope you are. Even if you're watching the replay, you better tell me about your situation and how this is going for you. So the first thing that you can do is post your offers. Whatever it is you're offering, whether it's a special, and here, let me back up for a second. You do not have to offer any kind of specials or sales or discounts. I just want to tell you that right now. I'm giving you permission not to have a sale or discount anything. That is okay. Do not feel pressured with Black Friday and Small Business Saturday and all of the things. Do what works for you and your business. That's all you need to worry about. So what I want you to do is I want you to post your offers, whatever that is. Again, it doesn't have to be a sale. Just post your offers. That's a loaded, I don't want to say question. It's a loaded action because you're going to think, well, Ed, what kind of posts? We can talk about that later. I just want you to post about your offers. So that's number one. Number two, share random finds in your business. So for instance, we're going to use the feed store. They have this whole wall of dog food that I had no idea about. Because again, in my head, they're a feed store. They cater to farms and farm animals, right? So what could they do? They could not only post an offer saying dog food, we sell dog food, but they could also share random, share random finds, like taking us through the aisles of where the dog food is and showing us that they have dog toys and bully sticks and all of the things for dogs, right? So now we're like, oh, this is in our mind. Now we can go here for that versus trying to click ship and buy from somewhere else. Then the third thing, make sure your contact info is up to date. I cannot stress this enough. If you take one thing away from this live, one thing, I want it to be go update your contact info on your website, on your Facebook business page, and any other profile today. And if you need to be held accountable for this, then I want you to come back to my page here, or if you're watching me on YouTube, comment below, and you tell me, done. That's it. All you need to worry about right now in order to increase your sales is to make sure your contact info is updated. Woo! Cannot talk today. So real quick, let me sum it up for you guys. How to increase your sales this holiday season. One, you need to post your offers. You need to let people know what you have to offer. That doesn't necessarily mean it needs to be on sale, discounted, or whatever. You just need to post, what do you offer? Number two, you need to share random finds. Show people what else you have besides the one thing that most people know you for. Because chances are you have more than that, especially if you're a retail business. You have things like, for instance, the feed store. They cater to farm animals, but they have dog and cat stuff too. Showcase that. Three, make sure your contact info is up to date on your website and across the board. And also, if it's not clear, I want it to not only be up to date, I want it to be easy to access. I want to be able to easily find it. So that means if I go to your website and I don't see your contact info somewhere when I'm scrolling, that's not good. You need to make it there. Usually it will have, you'll add it to the footer at the bottom of your website. You can see that online, yesentrpreneurship.com. You'll see it in the lower left. Have something where people can find it easily, okay? So I hope that helps. And if you start implementing these, because I know you will, and you start seeing sales, I want you to come back and tell me, because that's the cool thing. That's how it's going to hold you accountable. Now I'm giving you that action item. So really think about this and start adding this to your to-do list, because this is how you're going to increase your sales, and you're not going to spend a penny. You just got all that for free, and you're going to be able to do all of that for free, okay? So if you need to find more great resources, I want you to head over to yesentrpreneurship.com. There's awesome stuff happening over there, already things up and ready for you. You can share and connect and all of that. And there's going to be some more exciting stuff coming. So Until next time, I hope you all have a wonderful holiday wherever you're at, whatever you're doing. My UK friends, if you don't have a holiday tomorrow, just enjoy your Thursday, and we will see you next time. Take care.